Kim Haverstock is excited about the day her son Paul will be ordained a priest, but this Holy Week she's concentrating on becoming initiated into the Catholic Church herself.
Paul is our son who was going down to University of Kansas at the time as an undergraduate, and with a classics degree. And he mentioned to me that he was thinking of taking an RCIA class, and he might become Catholic, or he was at least going to investigate it. And I remember thinking, yeah, well, I'm sure he won't. That's what I thought inside. And so my comment to him was, I'm sure that they'll understand if you decide not to at the end of the class. And he turned to me and he said, I'm sure that you'll understand, Mom, if I decide to do it. And I was just like, it was kind of like a little bit of a blow. It's like, what? You'd actually consider that? We went for walks together different times when he'd come up and visit, and or just had lots of conversations, and he always had an answer, and it always sounded very reasonable, even if at the time I couldn't. I maybe had lots of further questions, but he got me CDs. There were 2 or 3 by Dr. Scott Hahn. One of the things I was having a lot of trouble with was Marian theology, which is, I think, something that a lot of Protestants have trouble with. And there were 2, and I listened to them, and they were reasonable, and it was biblical. And furthermore, he brought up how the early church used to think about Mary, some of the early church fathers, and I had never considered that before. One day I was listening and I thought, I think they're right about Mary. It was very illuminating, and I thought, I've got to find out more. And in one of my conversations with Paul, he mentioned, oh, by the way, Holy Family is going to be showing this Catholicism series with Dr. Robert Barron. And I thought, great. And so I found out about it, signed up for it, and asked my dear husband Henry if he'd mind coming with me. Henry's also a Protestant, and he said yes, he would. And so together we went to that, and it was followed with small group discussions. So we got lots of information, and by the end of that series, I realized I really want to join the Catholic Church. I'm extremely excited as we're in this Holy Week. I was excited coming into it, and there's all these nice services that, tonight is the Tenebrae service, and then there's Holy Thursday and Good Friday, and I just so want to be part of all of that, and continue to encounter God and give Him my praise, and consider Christ's passion through all of that, and His great love that He has for all of us. And also, I'm extremely thankful that God has reached out, and I don't know how to say it, chosen me or found me to bring me into the fullness of His Catholic Church, because none of it was me. It was all God working as the shepherd of His great flock to help me to encounter all His graces, which I know are found in the Catholic Church.
I'm really excited that my mom is becoming Catholic. Certainly it's been something that I've prayed for, ever since becoming Catholic myself, prayed that my family would be able to join me in going to Mass and receiving the sacraments and just being fully united in the faith. They were the first ones who taught me Christianity as a kid growing up, and they've always been good examples of how to live the faith. Archbishop Nienstedt gave me permission to come back from my studies in Rome. Usually the seminarians over there don't come back for 2 years until the summer after their second year. So it's a long time. And when I mentioned that my mom was coming into the church, they decided that that'd be a worthy cause to come back for, and to be there to help be there for encouragement and to be there for the moment. So I'm so grateful to Archbishop Nienstead for letting me come back.